Hi everybody, this is Millie. Welcome to Millie's Meal Planning on a Budget. With today's prices, planning a meal could be very challenging. And that forces us to be more selective and to get more creative when doing our grocery shopping. Today, I have this rotisserie chicken, which is inexpensive, is fresh, and since it's already cooked, we could get very creative with it. So let's get creative. So the first thing I do is separate the dark meat and the white meat, because sometimes I like to use the white meat in certain recipes and the dark meat in other recipes. And sometimes I like to mix them both. As you can see, the meat is very juicy, and actually the chicken smells delicious. This is my family's favorite. I have made so many different dishes, and if you follow me or if you watch my other videos, you will be able to see all the other dishes I have made. Right now, I just have a couple of dishes that I want to show you, or let's say a couple of things that I do when I first get the chicken. So let's get the meat out of the bone. And if my husband was here, actually, he loves the chicken legs. So the first thing he would do is he would ask me to give him the legs. So good thing he's not here. But right now what I'll do is I'll include it in everything I'm doing. As you can see, this is kind of a messy job. So if you don't like doing this, they have this cheap medical gloves that you could buy and use them so you don't have to get your nails or your hands dirty. But actually this is really amazing. So I have the dark meat here and the white meat there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bones and put them in this pot. So I like to make chicken broth. So I have 9 cups of water right here. I put a teaspoon of garlic powder. So a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of oregano. And the oregano with chicken and the garlic, it's gonna smell amazing actually. So it's gonna make the chicken broth very flavorful. So here is all the meat. As you can see, there's a lot of meat here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I took 1 chicken breast and I'm gonna cut it in very small pieces. So this is so nice and juicy. Oh my God, it smells so good. I just picked it up at the store and I figure, there are so many things I could do with this. And every time I make a dish, my husband sometimes says, chicken again. But what I do is, like for example, today I know I have to say I'm making a chicken sandwich or chicken salad sandwich. But if I make something else, I'll call it, like if I'm making pasta, I'll say I'm making pasta, and I won't say that it has chicken, so he won't say chicken again. And once he has it, he likes it. So actually, no complaints so far. He loves all the recipes I have made with this. And like I said, this is very inexpensive. And with all the prices, and you go to the store and try to buy meat, and you end up spending more money than what you have. So this is something that I only pay $5 for this. Of course, it all depends where you buy it. But if you make different dishes, then it's worth the money. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken in a bowl. So here I have celery and red onions. So I'll throw in the celery and the red onion. And I have some green and red peppers. Actually, my family loves red peppers. And what I did is I chopped one red apple, the whole apple. So with the sweetness of the apple and the celery, so it gives it some crunch, and the mixture of flavors of the sweet and the savory, it's going to be amazing. One thing that I do is I mix it first, so I won't have to mix it too much when I add the sauce or the mayonnaise that I made. So I'll have the recipes at the end of my video. And so I like to add a little bit of red pepper. So I could just add just a little bit of red pepper. And then I like to also add about a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of black pepper, or maybe a little bit more. I put a cup of mayonnaise, half a cup of yogurt. I chopped a pickle. I put some onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, salt. But be careful with the salt because you don't want to make it too salty. Some of the spices have salt already, so just be careful with the salt. I don't put the whole thing because I don't want it to be too soggy. My husband doesn't like it when it's too soggy, even though I think this is going to be perfect. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So you mix it. You make sure that you mix it well. So you see, it looks amazing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it up because I want all those flavors to marry. So I'll cover it up, put it in the refrigerator just for about a half an hour. I just want to make sure that the flavors are married. So let's make the sandwich. So what I like to do is I like to put maybe like 1/3 of a cup . Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay. So you could serve the sandwich. So you see how amazing the sandwich looks. It looks very good. And you could serve this with chips. So look at the sandwich. Doesn't that look amazing? So what I like to do is I serve it with the chips. Let's see how it tastes. It tastes very good. Nice and crunchy with the apple and the celery. Actually, the jalapeno pepper gives it a little kick, but not too much. So it's very tasty. It's very good. Try it. I'm sure you'll like it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I made the chicken broth. So here, I strained the chicken broth, and it looks very good. I use this for a lot of different dishes. And then what I do is I put it in this container. So you could use a plastic container, or you could use a glass container. So the plastic container, you could put it in the freezer. So you can make gravy. So there is one container. And I think this one I could use a smaller container. So this one I have a small glass container. So you could use this for gravy. You could use it for soup. So there you have it. You have the chicken broth, which you can use for soups, for gravy. And if you follow me, you'll see other recipes that I'm going to make with both the chicken broth and with the chicken. These are my recipes. Try the sandwich. Hopefully you'll like it. The chicken broth, this could be used in many different ways. Let me know how you like it. Try it. It's very good. It's my family's favorite. And let me know in your comments. And if you have any comments or any suggestions, I'll be more than happy to hear from you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.